Hello everyone, welcome to Lukmaan IAS. Today we are going to have the Hindu newspaper analysis dated 10th of August 2022. So let us quickly look into those articles that are important for the day. So we are going to look into these articles one by one. The first article says new privacy features on WhatsApp. Okay. So this topic is very important, like from your day-to-day life experiences. Why? Because many of you are using WhatsApp as an application. So WhatsApp is soon releasing some features that are going to safeguard your security aspects. So we are going to look into those features that are going to be released by WhatsApp very soon. Okay. So this is related to science and technology, and this is like to some extent related to our everyday life. Okay. After this we are going to look into another topic. It says rankings that make no sense. Okay. So in this article we are going to understand about National Institutional Ranking Framework. Okay, we are going to understand about this ranking, and also we are going to talk about why the author is thinking that rankings are making no sense this year. Okay, after this we are going to look into another topic. It says Bangladesh river water deal likely. Okay, so this topic is relevant from international relations point of view. So we are going to talk about the bilateral relations between India and Bangladesh. Okay. So India and Bangladesh share very good relation with each other, and so these two countries may soon sign some pact, sign some agreement related to sharing of water from different rivers. So we are going to discuss about it in this article. After this, the next topic says PSU Health Insurance losses came to rupees 26,364 crore in 5 years. Okay. So PSU stands for Public Sector Undertakings. So there are multiple companies, like there are multiple PSUs that are working in the insurance sector. Okay, so we are going to understand about those insurance companies that are making losses, right? And these losses amount to a huge amount, more than 26,000 crores over the past 5 years. After this we are going to look into another topic. It says fair trial goes beyond courts to the police and media. Okay, so we are going to understand about the importance of having fair trial system in our in our system. So like we are going to understand the role of the judiciary, we are going to understand about the role of the police and also the role of the media, okay, in fair trial system. After this, the next topic is related to cyber crime. Okay, so this topic is about cyber criminals go scot free. Okay, so this topic is a data point. So this was there in page number 7. So this data point showcases very important data, okay, related to cyber crimes and cyber criminals. So we are going to talk about it in today's discussion. So let us quickly take the first topic for discussion today. It says new privacy features on WhatsApp. Okay, so we are going to discuss about it So it says new privacy features on WhatsApp. So many of us are using WhatsApp as an application for our everyday communication with our friends, with our family, with our colleagues in like offices, in organizations, in private life, in personal life, etc. Right? So the thing is, WhatsApp as an application has a wider user base. So we are going to understand about like what are the new features that the WhatsApp is going to launch. Okay, so this is not directly from UPSC point of view, but like this is very relevant for your own daily life. Okay, so now you might be knowing that recently WhatsApp has released a feature wherein like we means you, me and anyone else can send images, and these images can be seen only for once. Okay, for example, I am sending some images to you and I think like these images are very private, very personal, and like I want you to see these images just once. Even like you should not be able to store these images, right? So WhatsApp has released a feature wherein like we can send images and these images can be viewed only once by the receiver. But the thing is, earlier these images could be taken a screenshot. For example, today I am sending an image. So like you are opening the image for the first time, you are seeing it only once, but like you can capture like a screenshot of the image. So that screenshot feature was not fitting well with this system. So WhatsApp has thought about that, like they are going to block screenshots also on those pictures that are, you know, sent for the purpose of seeing only once. Okay, so like, you know, they will block taking a screenshot for view once messages. Okay, view one messages or images, right? So this is one feature that WhatsApp is, you know, going to launch. Apart from this, like, you know, many of us are part of one or other groups. Okay, so we are part of one or other WhatsApp groups, but like the moment we leave our group, it is notified to all the people of the group. Okay, so everybody gets to know that so and so person has left the group. Okay, so sometimes, I mean, like, you know, this gives negative impression, wrong impression, and sometimes people may call you, you know, to know about like why have you left a particular group or not. Okay, so WhatsApp is soon going to release a feature wherein, like, if a member of the group like leaves the group, so they will have an option to leave the group silently. Okay, so that, like, you know, not all the users will be notified, only the admins of the group will be notified that so and so member has left the group. Okay, other users, other members of the group will not be notified. So these are the two features that WhatsApp is going to release soon by the end of this month. Okay, so this is mentioned in this article. So this is something, like, you know, that is important for our day-to-day life. So you can, like, you know, soon see these features in WhatsApp. Okay, so they will be like helpful for all of us. So with this, let us take another topic. It says rankings that make no sense. Okay, so you might be knowing that the National Institutional Ranking Framework, okay, so this is NIRF, in short it is known as NIRF. Okay, so the National Institutional Ranking Framework ranks higher educational institutions. Okay, so it ranks higher education institutions in India, and they rank, you know, different universities, different colleges, different institutions, okay, based on different courses. For example, management institutions are ranked differently, engineering institutions are ranked differently, then law institutions are ranked differently, then you know, medical institutions are ranked differently. So the NIRF is a ranking framework under which the higher education institutions are ranked. Okay, so this rank is based on multiple, you know, inputs. So these inputs are like, you know, teaching, learning and resources. One of the input is teaching, learning and resources. Then we have research and professional practice. Then we have graduation outcome. Then we have outreach and inclusivity. And then we have perception. Okay, so these are, I mean, like, you know, different parameters, you know, on which the NIRF ranks different institutions, right? But according to the author, this ranking is not, I mean, like, you know, is not at par with the standards that these institutions have. Okay, sometimes some institutions are ranked very highly, but at the same time these institutions may not be having the faculty base, they may not be maintaining the, you know, faculty pupil ratio, faculty student ratio, which is also known as FSR. Okay, and these institutions may not be having the laboratories with them, or like the, you know, they are reporting that they have laboratories, but like those laboratories are not of no use for those kind of, you know, like courses. For example, the author has, you know, taken the example of law colleges in India. If we talk about law colleges, so law colleges, you know, will not be needing the kind of laboratories that is needed by, for example, medical institutions or engineering institutions, right? So even very many private colleges, private organizations have reported that they have, you know, so many labs, you know, in like, you know, law colleges as well. So this seems to be out of sync. Okay, so the author has highlighted multiple points that actually showcases that National Institutional Ranking Framework has not done the due diligence in minute details. Okay, so that, like, you know, they can come up with very, you know, like very professional data set. Okay, and at the same time the author has highlighted that many of these private educational institutions, like the NIRF mandates that these institutions should display all the kind of outcomes, like they should display the like information in their website, the information related to different courses that they are running, the facilities that they are providing, lot of information. The NIRF requires the participating institutions to display these things freely in their websites. But the author has pointed out that these educational institutions have put the data in their websites, but made it mandatory that a person who seeks those data, a person who wants to access the data, they should give their information, their name, the phone number, email address, the purpose for which they are asking for the data, and the department from where they belong to, lot of information. So this makes the system to be little opaque. So the author has highlighted that NIRF ranking framework, it is a ranking that is not making sense to us. Okay, so recently the National Institutional Ranking Framework has come up with 2022 data that has ranked different educational institutions in India. So the author has taken the example of law colleges, and the author has given multiple examples like how NIRF fails to take into account the actual data set that is objective, that is transparent, that is actually showcasing the rank of the institutions that they should be belonging to. Okay, and at the same time it says that NIRF takes the data of research related inputs from Scopus and Web of Sciences. Okay, but the thing is, at the same time, if we talk about University Grants Commission, the UGC care, UGC has a different kind of listing of journals. It is known as UGC care listed journals. Okay, so the thing is, these two are, on one side UGC is following some other set of journals, and on the other side, the NIRF, they look into the journals in some other some other areas. So the thing is, there seems to be a gap when it comes to seeing the data set. Okay, so the author has suggested that NIRF, the ranking can be improved, if the system is made more transparent, and at the same time if the private colleges are also displaying their data in their website, and these data should be free and open for all. Okay, so with this we will take another topic. This topic is related to India-Bangladesh relations. Okay, so this is important for GS paper 2. So it says, Bangladesh river water deal likely. Joint River Commission, okay, Joint River Commission meeting to decide, okay, Joint River Commission meeting to decide on agreements on Kushiara and Ganga. Okay, so there are two rivers that are that are under consideration now. One of the river is Kushiara, other river is Ganga. So Kushiara is a river that flows through Assam. So Assam is a state in northeast India, right? So this river flows through Assam, and it passes through Bangladesh. Okay, and at the same time Ganga is one of the largest river, that flows through India, and it also drains into Bangladesh, okay, through Bay of Bengal, etc. So now we are going to talk about what kind of things we can witness. Okay, so the author of this article has highlighted that they have got information. The Hindu newspaper has got information from credible sources that India and Bangladesh are soon going to have a meeting, and in that meeting they are going to agree upon certain river water sharing things in these two rivers, Kushiara and Ganga. And the thing is, Bangladesh is a neighboring country of India, and India shares a very good relation with Bangladesh. Okay, so for this purpose, we also have set up a Joint River Commission. In Joint River Commission, there are members from Bangladesh, there are members from India as well. Okay, so they are going to talk about multiple inputs, multiple key variables on which the decision will be made. So as of now, the decision is not out in the public, but the Hindu newspaper, the Hindu newspaper is of the opinion that soon the Prime Minister of Bangladesh may meet the Prime Minister of India, and in that meeting they may share the mutual agreement related to water sharing in these rivers Kushiara and Ganga. So it says that there is a strong possibility that an agreement on the Kushiara that flows from Assam into Bangladesh is a part of such agreement that may get done during the JRC. JRC stands for Joint River Commission. Okay, so this is the thing. With this, let us talk about another topic. It says PSU Health Insurance losses came to 26,364 crore in 5 years. Okay, so PSUs are public sector undertakings. So these are those companies that are owned by the government of India, that are owned by the central government of India. Okay, so the central government owns the public sector undertakings, like they have a majority stakeholder. So these companies may be listed, so there may be shareholding of the private players as well, but majority stakeholder is the government of India. So like there are multiple PSUs that are working in the insurance sector, and that too like they provide multiple insurance products. They may be related to general insurance, life insurance, health insurance, etc. So according to this article, these 5 companies, the companies that are listed over here that I have highlighted, these 5 companies, okay, the New India Assurance Company Limited, United India Insurance Company, Oriental Insurance Company, and National Insurance Company. Okay, so these companies together have incurred more than 26,000 crores of losses in the last 5 years, and these losses are majorly from the health insurance sector. Okay, these insurance these are majorly from the health insurance thing, because there were many people who have claimed. Okay, so like these companies have either many of these companies may already been making losses, and their loss part has increased, or either their profitability has gone down because of the losses that they have started incurring. Okay, so this data was released by the Comptroller and Auditor General of India, which is in short known as CAG. So CAG is a constitutional body. Okay, Comptroller and Auditor General of India is a constitutional body. So this body is mandated to audit the accounts of Government of India, state governments, the companies that are owned by the Government of India, like the public sector undertaking, and also they also audit the accounts of multiple authorities of the Government of India. So this is a constitutional body, and this body has recently highlighted that these 5 PSUs that are working in the insurance sector are making losses. Okay, so this input is helpful for those people who are able to understand Indian economy and different sectors of Indian economy. Okay, so this is related to the health sector or insurance sector of the Indian economy. Okay, so with this, let us take another topic for discussion. It says fair trial goes beyond courts to the police and media. Okay, the media needs to aid mechanism that aim to preserve the basic principles of justice system. Okay, in this article, the author has highlighted that the fair trial system has become such rampant, such quick, that even police personnel are releasing credible information without the court giving verdict on it. Okay, the court has not yet given verdict in a case, so in the open court, but police have started releasing information to the media, and media has started saying that this is the verdict on this thing. Okay, so how credible is that information? Okay, so the court has yet not given its decision, but police has the details about the decision. They have shared the information to the media, and media thinks it to be true. Okay, and if you talk about the police system, right, so police in majority of the cases, the police do not have a separate cell, okay, that releases information through media. I mean they do not have a separate media cell that talks about information, credible information. So police personals at all levels, be it at the constable grassroots level or at the high level as well. So they themselves talk about multiple things. Many a times these information are credible, these information are reliable, and many a times these information are thought about by the police personals, but they may not be in the same manner like as the court may pronounce in the upcoming judgments, upcoming decisions. Okay, so this through this article the author is talking about a case related to Mr. Jubair. Okay, so he was being tried. Okay, he was being tried in court of law, and like before the court of law has given a judgment in the open court, I mean like the decision was available. I mean like so the information was available with the police, and like the police has shared the information with the media, and media has started sharing the information freely. So like this showcases some kind of like gray line between the things. Okay, so we need to have proper demarcation of line, proper demarcation, like what kind of information can be released, should be released at what point of time. Okay, let the court first decide, and after then like you release the information in the like public domain. Okay, before the court actually releases information, if some information is released publicly, so like it is like we call it to be media trial. Okay, so media is going ahead of the courts in actually sharing the information. So this article goes into those details. It gives us multiple cases also, like it talks about Romila Thapar versus some trial that happened against Romila Thapar versus Union of India. Then like there are police act also, like multiple things. So in your free time you can go and read this article, but the thing is here we need to understand that like if we want to have fair trial, okay, let the trial happen in the judiciary first. Okay, let the judiciary decide, let them fact check the information, and after then after the details are available, that should be circulated in the media. Okay, this is the thing. But like there are multiple viewpoints related to it. Okay, so we don't need to go into all those viewpoints at this point of time. So let's discuss about another topic. This is the last topic for discussion today. So here like we are going to talk about cyber criminals go scot free. Okay, so whom do we say cyber criminals? Those people who are doing cyber crime. What are cyber crime? For example, someone is releasing pornographic video, pornographic images of children who are below the age of 18 years. So this is a crime, and this is a cyber crime. And at the same time there are cyber crimes may be theft from the bank accounts. Okay, so there can be multiple things associated with this. So let's discuss about this particular thing in detail. So in this article they have mentioned about the number of cases, okay, number of cyber crime cases that have been reported in different states in India. Okay, so this map talks about state-wise cases. The chart shows the number of cases of cyber crimes committed against children, okay, field in 2020. Okay, so it showcases like Punjab had 10 cases, Rajasthan 24, Maharashtra 207, Karnataka 144, Kerala 126, Andhra Pradesh 52, Odisha 71, Uttar Pradesh 197, Assam 45. Okay, so these are the number of cases, number of cases where a cyber crime has been committed against children. Okay, apart from this, like this particular graph, this showcases poor charge sheeting rate. Okay, although cases are filed, but charge sheets have not been made out of the case that was filed. Okay, so it showcases the poor charge sheet rate. It like they mention about theft, fraud, kidnapping, cyber crime against children. Okay, like this. Okay, and apart from this, like if we talk about this one, it shows slow wheels of justice. Okay, slow wheels of justice means like let's say like cases have been filed, let's say charge sheets have been like made, but like in how many cases actual justice, actual verdict has been given by the court of law. Then like here we have the pendency of cases in the court of law. For example, here it mentions that of 1727 cases investigated between 2017 and 2020, only 479 cases were charge sheeted. Of the 1092 up for trial, only 9 reached a verdict. Okay, 7 convictions, 3 acquittals. Okay, so the thing is, number of verdicts are very low. Okay, it is because of multiple layers. I mean, like in the investigation process, in filing a case, then reporting the case, and apart from this filing a charge sheet on it. So at multiple levels there are dropouts. Okay, so finally very few number of cases reach at the verdict stage. Apart from this, it also showcases the poor conviction rate. Okay, the conviction rate is very poor. Okay, so it talks about different offenses that are there. For example, cybercrime against children, then we have like crimes against STs, riots, okay, rapes, fraud, kidnapping. These are different kind of cases that are available. Okay, so like this article actually talks about those cases like where children's are the victims. Okay, children's are the victims of cyber crimes. Okay, so in these cases the number of cases registered is very low, number of charge sheets are yet lower, and the number of convict is still lower, and number of verdicts it is going low. So like it talks about the grim picture, how criminal justice system is working when it comes to giving justice to the children in India. Okay, so with this, like I will conclude today's discussion. Thank you so much everyone for attending today's session. I hope you have a good day ahead. Thank you.